And as you can tell, I'm not in my studio. I'm at a dear friend's house here in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So it's wilderness. It's amazing. Fresh prana. All right. Anyway, so before we do our meditation, we're gonna have just a little bit of encouragement. And I was reading some of the things I've been meditating on, and one of the Chinese proverbs I came across is, to move a mountain, you remove the little stones first. Okay? Now, some of you who are new is just joining us, and there's usually many of you that are being dragged by your friends and loved ones. We do our best to share some insights with you before meditation. Okay? And one thing I like about Chinese proverbs, I've shared with a lot of you, it's simple, it's direct, and hits you on the head. I like those. I don't like those long-winded stuff and then tell you something. Just, as I always say, patience is somebody else's virtue. So one thing I like about this is it reiterates what my teacher was saying about constancy of aim and effort and non-laziness. Oftentimes you have a big mountain of obstacles in front of you, and there's only one of two reactions. One is give up, run away. The other one is, okay, no problem. Let's get rid of this mountain. And the Chinese wisdom that came with it was the next step, which is this big mountain. No problem. You look at it, okay, where do I start? Now, people who are lazy or people who are delusional, they say, okay, with one strike, I'll get rid of this mountain. And if it doesn't work, what happens? They give up. The person who's very smart says, okay, no problem. Here's a big mountain. Okay, which are the first stones I remove? Then you just keep at it until you get rid of the mountain of obstacles. And that's so important to know because a lot of people, they easily give up. Especially people who hadn't really had the right teacher who has pushed them. And so they look at something, it's too hard, so they quit. And then look at something else, then look at something else. Now, that can be applied for anything, but let's focus a little more on the spiritual aspect, shall we? That's one of the reasons why some people do religion hopping. They go from one religion to another, to another, to another, or they join a spiritual school, a yoga school, a meditation school, or they read one book and they keep changing. You look at them, 10 years, 20 years go by, they know everything. They know, as in they've studied little bits and pieces, they've mastered nothing. You heard the saying, jack of all trades, master of none? Because they try something and they think it's going to be so easy, they don't want to put the work in it. They mean a little hill, not even a mountain. It's too much work, I have to flow with stuff. So instead of sticking with it and focusing and pushing hard, they give up. They go, I'm used to just things coming easily. Okay, good luck. You're going to be doing that for many lifetimes. So the first thing you need to do, the way my teacher taught him, he said, okay, what is important to you? Is this objective important? Is it important for you to have inner peace, stillness, emotional regulation or control, mental clarity? Are these important for you? Yes, it's important. Okay, that's the why. After that, you go, all right, how do I do it? You look for a pathway, a school, a meditation. Okay, this makes sense. And guess what's next? Giving yourself a schedule. Okay, I'm going to do my meditation. I'm going to do this practice. I'm going to do this. And then you stick with it. So you start with, what is it you want? After you know what you want, why do you want it? Oh, I really want to have more inner peace. I'm tired of my old life of reacting to everything and emotional drama all day long. Okay, enough of that crap. So the why is strong enough, right? As you know, I had the great opportunity to be working with Tony Robbins, and the question he always asks is your why big enough? So you go, why? Yeah, it's big enough. I'm tired of the old stuff. Let's move forward. Then comes the why. Comes the how. What is the method for me to get there? Once you have the method, you chose a school, you chose a meditation or practice, and what's next is implementation. But the thing is, in order to implement something, you have to have a schedule. That's how you tell if somebody's really committed to anything. It's the when. When are we going to meet? When are you going to meditate? When are you going to practice? When? And That one is not just, okay, let's do it, and then stop. Because I've known people who say, oh yeah, I tried that meditation, and it's okay. And I ask the next question I always ask is, how long did you give it? Oh, I tried it once, I didn't get the effect. Okay, and I tried another one, and then what? After a while, I don't even try anything. I just let it flow. And where's that gotten you? Are you having more inner peace than you had before? No, you're just a lazy ass. As simple as that. You gave up too early. Now, of course, nobody will tell you that because people don't want to hurt your feelings. So what happens? If you have friends like that, they're just enabling your laziness. Now, if you're lucky enough like me, I'm blessed enough to have a teacher, Grandmaster Chokoksui, who won't take my crap. He says, when do you meditate? How often do you meditate? Or in times of teaching, how many more souls have you transformed? How many classes have you taught? And I start giving excuses. Oh, Master, you don't realize the economy is this, that blah, blah, blah. He just looks at me and goes, and walks away. Later on, I hear he says, hey, if I want excuses, I can make them myself. I don't need to hear it from you. Sorry. Constancy of aim and effort. First, look for your objective. What is it? Is it important enough for you? Why is it important? Pave a pathway and keep going. So if you have a mountain of obstacle, you look at it. Is that mountain worth removing? Yes. Why is it worth removing? Then you go how. And when you say how, unless you have a big bomb to destroy it, you go, okay, let me look at this strategically. Based on what I see with this obstacle, if I remove this, it will make this part weaken. So you strategically think about it and you go for it. And you don't stop until the whole mountain's gone, until the entire obstacle is gone. That's why I'm not into this, when people always say, yeah, it's, if it's difficult, that means it's not meant to be. No, you're just lazy. Admit it. Because if you don't learn the lesson now, look at it this way. If you can't get rid of that little hill, how are you going to topple mountains? How are you going to topple mountain ranges of obstacles in your life? As I always say, and you can write this down, never be afraid of hard work as long as it's efficient, intelligent work. Write it down. These people these days, a lot of people these days they just like, everything is easy. It's supposed to just flow. How's that gotten you? If you look at your parents, your grandparents, people who have been, working their ass off to get to where you are today, they didn't say, well, the job market's a little tough, so I'm just going to stay home. What do? You find a way. If that doesn't work, you find another way. Right? If this is your objective, if that approach doesn't work, and I remember Tony Robbins saying this in his seminar. He says, if this approach doesn't work, what do? Change your approach. If that doesn't work, what do? Change your approach. If that doesn't work, change your approach. If your why is big enough, you keep changing approach until you hit the target. Right? But if you keep changing your target, or you give up too easily, you're not going to get anywhere. And this is not just about money, about relationship, even your spiritual practice. You really want to have that inner peace? You strive. Well, you don't understand. When I sit for meditation, my mind wanders. Look, if it's so easy, everybody would be a saint. Right? To tame the mind, to tame emotions, as we shared before, to tame your body is like taming your 3 horses. You are the soul, the spiritual self. You have 3 horses. Your physical body, your emotional body, which is sum total of all your feelings, your mental body, which is sum total of your thoughts. These are 3 wild horses. So the soul comes into each incarnation with these 3 vehicles. And for some of you who says, oh, I just let things happen, that's great if your horses are trained. If your horse is not trained, imagine you get 3 wild horses. You say, okay, you're a charioteer. You put him on harnesses or whatever you put in, I don't know, technical term. You said, okay, go. Oh, good luck. One's going to go that way, that way, that way. You're going to ever falling off your chariot. Isn't it? But if you train each one, okay, this horse, let me train this one first. Then the emotional body, I'll train that one. Then the mental body, the mind. I'll train the body, the emotions, and the mind. Over and over again. Put them all together. Okay, that's our objective. Make sense? Do not mistake laziness for just going with the flow. Oftentimes, that's what we use as an excuse. Well, on the spiritual path, everything's supposed to just flow. I'm one with the divine, so therefore, if it's meant to be mine, the angels will give it to me. Yeah, right. I wish you luck. I remember reading a book many years ago. It's actually Charles Ledbetter was being taught by this great teacher, Holy Master Kutumi. He said, the teacher cannot do the work of the student. The student has to walk that path. And my teacher, Grandmaster Chok Sui, put it in everyday English. He said, teacher cannot do homework of the student. So the teacher can just point to the door, right? Point to the door. The student still has to walk through it. So spirituality doesn't mean, okay, I'll just go with the flow, I'll relax, and everything will just happen. Why do you think yogis sit there and meditate? Why do you think yogis go out and do service? Why do you think monks go out and do, teach, beg for food? Of course, this in that tradition. If meditation, spirituality is so easy, they just sit in the temple and go, okay, boom, I'm enlightened. I wish. It takes work. I know some of you have studied before with other teachers which are more heart chakra. Say, it's okay, just let it flow. If you have love, everything will take care of itself. To a certain extent, it's true, because if you have so much love in your heart towards someone, you'll do whatever it takes to get there. Isn't it? It's just that my training is move your ass. You want that objective? Nothing's getting in my way. Nothing. I just keep blasting away. If that doesn't work, I'll find another way. If that doesn't work, find another way. That's why when I met Tony Robbins, I go, I like this message. If you look at achievers, guess what? They're called achievers because their eye is always on the target. I just kind of put it together in my own perception. Spiritual seekers are also achievers, because most people think achievers just like, yeah, gotta make money, gotta do this, gotta do that, they're gonna amass a big fortune. Then in one meditation, I realized, wait, if you look at all the great saints, how did they get there? They didn't say, oh, like you're a saint, in ancient times, okay, I'll preach, I'll teach to this group, they don't like me, oh, my feelings are hurt, I'll quit. Right? Could you imagine some of these saints, some of these prophets, they start preaching and teaching, and people say, we don't believe you, you are a false prophet, and they go, oh, my feelings are hurt, and they quit. Do they? No. Did the Lord Buddha quit? Look, Siddhartha had a great life. In fact, his father intentionally isolated him to have a very luxurious, everything's perfect and everything. But see, his soul is already telling him it's more to it than that. He got out of the got out of the palace, and saw suffering. And he asked his sidekick, hey, what is that? They say, oh, that's aging. Or what's that? That's dying. What's that? And they bothered the heck out of him. You see, that uncomfortable feeling, he could have just gone back to the palace. Ooh, screw you. You guys take care of your life. I'm having good. No. He said, no, I got to do something about this. And went out, he tried. What did he do? He found five sadhus, holy men, that meditated, starved themselves, and he tried it. After a while, his body got so weak and sick, he goes, this ain't right. Doesn't make sense. So he found another way. And of course, there's different versions of this story. A woman gave him something to drink, like milk or something like that, and he said, oh, that was refreshing. He go, there must be something to this. First of all, if that meditation thing didn't work, He could have quit. So I go back to the palace. No, 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 this didn't work. Let's try something else. Try something else. At some point, he sat in a Bodhi tree. He meditated. He was tempted by all these lower beings and tried to pull him from the spiritual path. What did he do? Did he say, this is so difficult. I have so much stuff. I'm being psychically attacked. No. What did he do? He kept going. He kept going. Boom. Until he experiences enlightenment. Of course, I'm giving you the short, my version, which is probably not so accurate, but you get the idea. The point is, he didn't give up. If you come from a Christian background, same thing. When the Lord Jesus was being condemned, did he give up? No. Release your idea that spirituality is like a walk in the park. It takes effort. I'm not saying it's painful or difficult. I'm just showing you the extreme. That even these great prophets, these great teachers, they didn't give up on us. You want to remove that mountain? Remove that stone one at a time. And you get so smart, you go, okay. My hands are hurting. No problem. Let me get a shovel. You know, I really want to get rid of this mountain quicker. Let's get a bulldozer. Make sense? In other words, you just keep changing approach, until you get there. You want to remove that mountain of obstacles? Remove those little stones, more stones, bigger stones. Before you know it, the obstacle's gone. I hope that helps. Don't always look for, it just has to be flowing so easily. That's wonderful. For me, the way I look at it, that's a bonus. That's a bonus. If there's something in front of me, let's go. Right? Like in my case, just to give you some feedback. For many years, I was with my teacher, all my colleagues. Every time we do our meditation with my teacher, everybody's like blissing out. Oh yeah, Master was so good. It was so blissful. I saw the light. I saw this. I felt that. I'm sitting going, what's wrong with me? Everybody, next meditation more intense, they're giving a Shaktipat, the blessing by the teacher, and they're like blissing. I felt oneness with the universe. I'm going, what's really wrong with me? I'm still around, ain't I? You know why? Because I go, I might not have those experiences. I might overthink something. I might not be that sensitive. But the teachings are sound. The objective is to have bigger aura, bigger chakras, so you can have a bigger channel for the divine blessings to go through, so I can heal more, I can influence more people, so I can't feel anything, or whatever. So I kept going. That's why I'm still around. I could have quit long time ago. With the screw-ups I have, I could have quit. I've been chastised by my teacher so many times, I have bumps on top of my bumps. But you see, it's worthwhile. If something is important for you, you work your ass off to get it. You don't go, any little obstacle is just, it's just a stepping stone. No problem. Let's get through it. Removing that big obstacle, removing that mountain, moving that mountain somewhere, just requires you to keep picking up the stones. Keep breaking it down. Take it out until the whole thing collapses. And the interesting part is, it can be applied to anything. Constancy of aim and effort. Constancy of aim and effort and non-laziness. That's what my teacher says. Constancy of aim and effort. All right, I hope that helps. If you want to write something down, I personally go by this rule. With constancy and intensity, you can conquer anything. With constancy, in intensity. See, people have constancy. I'll keep going, but they kind of take their time. Maybe that's your style. That's not my style. My style is, that's my objective. I'll be constant and I play all in. You say, yeah, you're obsessed. You're right. So, what do I care? Yeah, but you're too intense. So what? What have you accomplished? Think about it. People are telling, yeah, you have you have no balance, you have no this and that. I go, what have you accomplished? If a goal is important enough for you, you put your mind, your heart, your soul, everything in it. Then you'll go to the next goal, to the next goal. So that's why we always recommend that book, The One Thing, Gary Keller. A lot of you read it. Success is sequential, not parallel. One of the reasons why I notice a lot of people don't succeed, they're trying to be doing so many things at the same time. People who are successful, this is important, I'm all in. They pour everything in it, just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Once they accomplish it, they start something else. Success is sequential. You start with this meditation, then the next meditation, then the next practice. That might not be your style, but if you want to accomplish anything, if you've accomplished anything, you've known you've done that before. You talk to a parent that has a sick child. Do they go, well, my child is sick, but I like to watch this movie. Oh, I like to read this book. No, everything goes out the toilet. It goes out the window. Not the toilet. Everything goes out the window except what? Making my kid well. Isn't it? That's constantly aim and effort. Or you can go to a little bit of extreme. I mean, you've heard the story already. Just in many different versions. A student came over to a spiritual teacher. Sometimes it's a Zen master, sometimes it's a yogi master, whatever, different version. The lesson is the same. Student comes over, Master, Guruji, whatever term. I like to experience, I want to be enlightened. So when the teacher says, come on over, grabbed his head, stuck into a big bucket of water. Okay, what do you desire the most? The student goes, air. What did the teacher say? If you desire enlightenment and spiritual illumination as much as you desire air, you will achieve it. What is it? Constancy of aim and effort and non-laziness. That's that. Success is how much you put into it. It really is. You go, yeah, but how come some people barely do anything and they're successful? Because they have good karma. The good karma they have is because of the work and the good karma they generated in the past. The constancy and effort that entitles them to what they have. Clear? So, shall we meditate? By the way, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this Anchor the Light meditation, because based on the feedback I got, quite a number of you have said that you didn't used to be doing your meditations constantly, but since you're getting something out of this, it has actually helped you by joining a certain community. So that's why we keep doing this. I thought I was going to do this just last year when the pandemic hit. I thought I was going to do it for 3 weeks. Oh boy, it's been a year and a half. And God willing, we'll keep doing it as long as there's enough of you who need a little push. Okay? So when you're ready, let's do our meditation. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Tokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your guidance, help, healing, and protection. Thank you for blessing us with a loving heart and intelligent mind in a powerful will, that we may do our spiritual practice, that we may continue to serve others. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, put your hand like this. Be aware of your crown. Just say, I am that. I am. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts, I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. Open your hands in blessing. Say, our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. There's only oneness. Now be aware of your heart in your hands. Imagine the earth in front of you, the size of a little ball. Project beautiful, beautiful pink Be wherever your heart and your hands fill the earth with peace and with love. And just say, let my soul be blessed with peace and love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Be aware of your heart and your hands fill the earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and joy. So be it. Be aware of your heart fill the earth with peace and love, hope and faith, light and joy. So be it. May all be blessed. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Just be aware of your crown. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. Let that golden light from your crown flow down through your hands and fill the entire earth. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed, so be it. Just be aware of your crown in your hand. Just fill the earth with golden light. Now be aware of your heart and your crown. Take a deep breath. Project beautiful golden light towards your family, your friends, the people you work with. Let it spread through your country. Let it spread to the surrounding countries, and let it spread throughout the entire earth. Just say, our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. From the center of the heart of God, through my spirit, through my soul, and through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let every sentient being in every dimension, every direction, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. May all be blessed. So be it. May all be blessed with peace and joy, with light. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. Now lower your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue in the roof of your mouth. Above your crown, imagine a beautiful golden light. Just be aware of your crown. Om. Om. Be still. Just be aware of that beautiful golden light. You're a soul, not the body. You're the soul, not your emotions. You're the soul, not your mind. You are a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. That is your true nature. Om. Be still, be aware of the inner peace, and simply let go and let things be now. Gently, slowly, gently and slowly, move your fingers, move your toes. Gently and slowly come back. Raise your hands in blessing or release the excess energy. Visualize the earth in front of you. Fill the earth with beautiful golden light. Especially the people you love, fill them with beautiful golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. May all be blessed. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Imagine golden light going down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. Keep filling the earth below you with beautiful golden light. So be it. Alright, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Tsokok Sui Mahagu Jumeli, thank you for the blessings in full faith, and so it is. Okay, open your eyes. Alright, I hope you had a good meditation. I know some of you on Instagram, there was a slight glitch. Well, what can you do? Anyway, so we'll see in about 7 hours and... Yeesh. ...1 towards an objective. Some people mistake passion as like, oh, I feel like doing this, I feel like doing that. That's passion. That's not passion. That's just your emotional body going crazy, full of drama.